So Nia Jax is in trouble again.
Manny, I swear to God, we need to have the Nia Jax. We should have had this graphic already ready. Nia Jax incident counter without days, without incident. She has not been on TV in weeks, if not months. And yet, as soon as she's back in that ring, Manny, bing!
I mean,
Zero days without incident.
I mean, she had maybe about a good 3-month run. I want to say.
I can't even. It's been so long. I can't even remember the last Nia Jax controversy. Who she almost killed. But this one was it. This is it. A damn fight with Charlotte Flair in the middle of a match where they wanted to kill each other.
I didn't expect anything less, to be honest. And when they zoomed into her face after the end of it, I was like, damn.
I watched some backyard parking lot shit for no reason. This was two people fighting and getting away with it at work, and I was like, what is going on? And this might be my first 5-star match of the year, as I was on the edge of my seat on this one, because I was like, how is this gonna end?
I was too, because this was like all the Instagram posts mid 2020 when no one could go outside, yet people were going outside and exposing Karens. This is what it was.
I thought Nia Jax was one Charlie getting out the ring and come back in and just saying, fuck it. I'm going for broke. That's what it looked like to me.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Ow, ow, ow!
Hey! Oh!
Check out the Marcus and Manny show.
I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I'm of course Lord Manny Hayes, and I'm joined by
Marcus, the grand finale.
How you doing today, Marcus?
I got to do the point. I'm exhausted as always, but curious, excited, motivated, and I cannot wait to talk about Charlotte and Nia Jax. I honestly, that's the only thing. Ever since I watched it, I have a million, not only theories, ideas, reasons. I felt like it was everything I wanted. This is when shit stopped being pro wrestling and shit gets real.
No, Marcus. I feel like a show like this sometimes needs Eric, because I feel like we go down the rabbit hole of HeelCon here.
Oh yeah. I have a million theories, and I have a million theories of what happened and what went wrong here, and maybe none of them are right. Maybe they got the world and convinced us all that this was not a real fucking shoot fight, that this was the fight all along. But nah. They wanted blood. They wanted to rip each other's throats out. And I'm going to just put all my theories together in one bundle when we get to that segment. This is the best Raw of the year. Yeah, they're not going to be able to top it. Newsworthy, controversial, shoot fights, real matches. I mean, when someone asks me, Marcus, wrestling's fake, I'm going to be like, not when Charlotte and Nia Jax are in the ring together.
So, I didn't actually have a chance to load up the graphic. There's a new NXT logo, which looks like a child coloring in.
You're damn right it is. But
and apparently, the rumors of it being taped all the time is over. I think it's going to be continuing being live shows, mainly because they keep kicking out fans for spoiling shows.
And the USA Network said, Mr. McMahon, We're not gonna allow that to happen. I don't know why I went to that voice, but Mr. McMahon, we ain't letting that happen.
Mr. Eric Smith is in the chat. Maybe it was my meds, but man, this was an amazing Raw on so many levels. It wasn't the meds for the first.
It wasn't the meds.
Yeah, you weren't seeing anything. It was an actually good show for all the right reasons and some of the wrong reasons.
Yes. I mean, you got it all. You got a man walking as a dog chasing after another man in a park for no reason whatsoever that happened. And, of course, you got a shoot fight. That's all time. Hopefully, the meds did not desensitize Eric. First of all, big up for the courageous, strong Eric who survived a near-death experience. One day he'll come on the show and probably explain it himself, but he survived, he persevered, he overcame all the obstacles, met Jehovah himself, or God, or Jesus himself, as he walked out of light, and know what he did? He gave him a barefoot Charlotte punch in the face. It said, not
he
today,
said, I
devil.
ain't done yet. I ain't done hating on these
I ain't
fools.
done. And you know what? I'm not a lie. AEW will be allowed to run free and get away without anybody criticizing any of their Orange Cassidy, any of their Chuck Taylors, or their I can't think of it, Cody Rhodes saving America from racism. No, Eric will stay alive just for that. Eric will outlive AEW.
Just for that reason.
Just
Not
for
for
that
any
reason.
other reason. Just to make sure AEW does not survive.
Yeah, running on pure hate. Like a doctor check there. You would have died. You died 4 years ago.
Carrying Cross is my new spirit animal. We are kind of kindred spirits. We were at the top and now we're at back of the line with a bad mask and suspenders.
Nice. Yep. Oh man, that is the worst. I woke up and I died, and I woke up again, and I'm back alive. I'm reincarnated to carry a cross. No, I knew I done fucked up. God, I knew I done fucked up. I know what I did wrong. Don't put me in those suspenders and straps.
So, there was a bigger return because Eric texted me about this. He was like, "Man, see, it's Saudi money, right?" Before whatever happened to Eric, that is his story to tell. But then Cristiano Ronaldo decides to return to a Manchester United team. Look at that!
Look at this! Look at this!
This
Look at
shirt
that!
is 11 years old.
Yes, and for the youngins who don't know who this guy is, this is probably the most famous soccer player in the world, right, Betty?
Well, I'm just saying.
The LeBron James, the Muhammad Ali's,
I'm just
the
saying.
Michael Jordans.
CM Punk returned. He got 355,000 liking his thing on Instagram. Cristiano Ronaldo, 13 million.
So when we get upset at our wrestling events, do we chant Ronaldo?
I'm just saying. From all the top wrestling YouTube podcasts like Cultaholic, What Culture, to the ones that don't get any views, I am saying Ronaldo's return was bigger than CM Punk's. And if anyone wants to challenge me, come fight me.
Manny has opened. He's gonna walk outside and everybody's gonna be like, you're gonna get some chubby kid at you. Like, CM Punk is life. He's a cult of personality. Pipe bomb.
Okay, so we should get into the show. It is action packed. I am fresh from Ireland.
Yep. So stay tuned to later because Manny has wedding stories, and yes, he does have stories about a woman who elaborates on his penis.
elaborates on his penis. That sounds even worse.
Yeah, but that's the hook. That's why people stay for the gross shit. You know our audience. You see the thumbnails we put out there.
Okay, so NXT Raw kicks off with Damian Priest.
NXT Raw.
Yeah, Damian Priest saying he has more integrity than that cowardly Bobby Lashley, and announces the United States Open Challenge, where it was addressed, where numerous people answer it, Marcus.
Yeah.
Some people that don't even deserve to answer it.
He thought it was going to be one. He thought Adam Cole would show up or some shit, and it'd be one, maybe Braun Strowman or any other 700 people that be released this year. He thought maybe one of those guys to show up as he begins his transformation to turning into Cody Rhodes. Now him and Cody share the same tights. Now that he's embraced not only the American title, but his Puerto Rican side. This man is going after all nationalities with his open challenge. Reaching out for your John Cena, your AJ Styles. He didn't bring up the original U.S. champion from back in the day. He's talking about modern ones. And his open challenge, he got answered by Bobby, Sheamus, Drew, Randall, and what's the stoner? I don't know. I'm playing Riddle.
Did you notice though? This set up the Tonight Show, and then we didn't get anything that was advertised for this week's Raw, which was supposed to be Bobby Lashley versus Sheamus, and then John Morrison versus The Miz.
Yeah, something happened. It was this whole show transformed, and dare I say, they made better work of this. They really turned it around. The thing that really helped this, the crowd was incredible tonight. The crowd really got behind everything that went on, except the fact that they made no noise for Eva Marie and Doudrop. But that was to be expected. Oh man, that match. If we want to elaborate on what happened in that one, Doudrop attacked Eva Marie, did not wait for the bell, and unlike in other wrestling promotions, the referee just didn't ring the bell because the other person hit the person. Eva was not ready, and she was viciously beaten up by Doudrop, who did not give a flying fuck that she was DQ. In fact, I believe she should have been fired immediately because she's fucking dangerous now.
Eric said she got spirit fingers.
She did. She was all jazz hands, magical with her crowd, but evil at the same time. That was like if Barney the dinosaur attacked somebody and then went to his fans and started saying, "I love you. You love me." Nah, man, you fucking crazy. You're fucking nuts, Doudrop. And you can't keep the name. She gave you that name. All right? You can't pull no Tina Turner shit when Ike gave you the name and you keep it. And that's the second time Ike has been mentioned this month.
Yeah, why'd you keep bringing up Ike Turner and Tina Turner on the show?
Because I watched a documentary recently and it stuck in my head.
Constantly bringing them up on this show, like you're being paid to do it to keep them relevant.
Hey, don't worry about what I'm paid, all right? Don't worry about my outside money, okay? You stick to your elaborate penis stories, okay? I will bring in the money with my Ike money.
I mean, people want to hear that story because it's very convoluted. So the first match of the night was Rhea Ripley versus Shayna Baszler, which, I mean, hard hitting. Two big, strong women beating each other. I was going to go down the road of two meaty men bumping me, but you can't with this. It doesn't make sense.
They were bumping me too. They were bumping me too, Manny.
Very physical.
But, yeah, and at this moment, I should have knew Raw was going to start off insane. As in Shayna Baszler, who's been missing as well, and Nia Jax had made their epic return to TV. And I was like, oh shit, they're starting off with a Shayna job. Because Shayna never wins. Shayna's been getting her ass beat for months. And she came back, and she was physical, and I was like, oh, they may get the win here. And then Nikki Cross was out there for whatever reason, and then Nia kills everybody. Kills. And this was the beginning of Nia Jax's problems. Or the story of Nia Jax.
I still don't understand why WWE are taking so long to break up Shayna and Nia Jax. Just do it already.
This was so long. I mean, Reginald couldn't do it. They're stuck together in this tag team that neither one's part. Shayna's complaining the entire time, like, what are you doing? Let me do my job. Let me do my thing. I'm a killer. I'm a fucking killer. And then Nia Jax said, no, I'm a killer. Did you see how I knocked out Rhea Ripley? Almost fucking killed her on those ropes. Did you see? I thought that was going to be the incident. I thought that was like zero incident. Nope, Rhea Ripley almost dies on top rope because Nia Jax just randomly goes, ah, at her. Or maybe she'll drop Wade on the outside wrong. It breaks Nikki Ash's shoulder and end this gimmick. I thought that Nia was full monster tonight. And she had a match with Charlotte later tonight. I was like, oh man, that's going to be the incident. But people hate Charlotte, so let's see how this goes. So, these are two of the most hated women in wrestling, and they decided to put them in a match together.
So, this was followed by the Viking Raiders versus Veer and Jinder, which I thought, this is going to be trash. But it was a quick bit, and it was kind of a fun tag match to watch. It was stupid, but it was fun.
Let me tell you about this match. The only thing I got to my head was, it was like trying to start an old car up again that you keep bringing out. It's gonna work now. It's gonna work. You just gotta jiggle it. You gotta jiggle it a little bit. Like, that's what I feel about the Viking Raiders. When they came up, I was like, oh yeah, these guys are on the roster. They made the cuts because they start them up and they stop them every 2 minutes. And they're gonna do so many squash matches and then they disappear again. And I don't think there's any momentum behind them. None.
Well, anytime they do get any form of momentum, one of them gets injured.
Yeah. Like, the biggest claim to fame in WWE is them fighting the Street Profits in basketball. Not a match. But basketball, hunting,
axe throwing,
and doing this. Yeah, all of that stuff. That was the biggest thing they had going for them. And now, here we are, beating up Jinder and Veer. As Shanky look on.
I was surprised Jinder took the pin, though.
I'm not. It's Jinder.
Then we get possibly the best match. Probably one of the best matches on Raw this year. Sheamus, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre. And you know me, I don't enjoy multi-man matches.
No.
But this was a really good one.
No, this was exciting. Balls to the wall. Good. It felt like 30 minutes of a match. Felt like a main event of some kind with the participants involved. That this is, I can imagine Vince and Gorilla Positions go just yelling at people. This is what I want. You keep wanting to sign Adam Cole. I want this shit. I want my Drew McIntyre. I want my Damian Priest. I want my Sheamus. Cause they can do this shit. Adam Cole can't do no big man shit like this. These are big men. This is what I want. Like, I can just see him yelling that after every big spot, every big move. That's what I want. I swear to God. Thank God. I got this. I want it. I got all the demographics. I got the UK. I got the Spanish market. I got everything. This is what I want. They're in amazing shape. Look at them. Look at this shit. Fuck all your indie guys. I'm never signing an indie wrestler again. This is what I want.
That's just what it was. This is what it was. And Vince took Big E's line and was like, big meaty man bumping meat.
Yes. That's all I want. I swear to God, Vince wrote that line for Big E. That's all I want. Big meaty man bumping me. Fighting me. Balls to the wall. Like, this was good. Again, Sheamus, I don't think, gonna have a bad match with anybody in any circumstance anyway. Sheamus is a beast. And this match was amazing.
John's in the chat, he said, match of the night, triple threat match. Eric did say, I was getting an ultrasound during this match and the tech got on my nerves because he was making me miss this moment. Eric's pregnant, people.
It's a medical mystery, and we're keeping you updated on the pregnancy of Eric. How long will he go, or will he be able to keep the baby?
Is he pregnant, or is he about to let a dude drop?
Dewdrop reference. That's an inside Easter eggs. We got him.
Which they show a video later on in the night with Goldberg saying he's going to take Bobby's soul for what he did to his son, and I believe that's the Undertaker's gimmick, Marcus.
Yeah, and Manny in a very dry voice when he said that, and he was at his, I guess, gas station or where the fuck he was coming out of. When they asked him, he was at a man's rest station where he just took his shit, and somebody's like, "Goldberg, what are you gonna do about Bobby? I'm taking his soul." And I was like, "No, you're not. You're not.
No, you're not.
You don't want to know why? His soul is already sold to Saudi Arabia." That's who owns the soul. You can't take it back. It's gonna be like that green belt that Braun Strowman run. You can't take this out of Saudi Arabia. This is ours. So that's where Bobby's soul is.
So Eric is going full on with our joke of he's pregnant, and I have a magical. I'm guessing that word is penis.
Penis is spelled with 5 letters though. That's
Cock.
4 stars.
Dick.
Yeah, probably dick. Probably dick. Way too much Manny dick talk. Not enough Ike Turner talk.
Stay tuned for that story. So be like Jen, who's watching the show.
Nice. At an odd angle, with me with a very curmudgeon look on my face.
Well, I look like I'm about to burp or fart.
No, it looked like the ice cream truck just went by. You went, "Ooh, ice cream!" You're about to get up.
I mean that's totally true as well. But you'd never see me running for that ice cream truck. You know why? Because my ankles would go.
Some things are worth losing your ankles for. Some things are worth. Like that time I defended Allen Iverson. Lost my ankles.
So we get
It wasn't even Allen Iverson. It was a man named Allen.
So we get a Humberto Carrillo versus Karrion Kross, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Samurai, wherever he is. He destroys Humberto, but I should say he did take way too long to destroy him.
He straight from the year 3000. In the alternate the year 2000 in the alternate universe of Mad Max. He came to beat Humberto Carrillo.
He started in 600 AD, where the samurais were wild. And then he went into the Mad Max time. He stepped in a portal. He found Rey Mysterio's portal. And then ended up in the Mad Max times.
He's been trapped for years, and that's where Scarlett's at. There we are. We're writing his story for him. He must find Scarlett, and the only way Vince will keep the 5-star if he becomes a star and sell as much helmet and mask merchandise as he can. Do my bidding. It's Vince and Nick Kyle, like, do our bidding. And I'm going to say this, probably one of my favorite Karrion Kross's matches. It wasn't bad. Roberto made him look good. He didn't do anything wrong. It was fine. He destroyed him. He looked like a monster. I'm going to say thumbs up to Karrion Kross in this one. Even though he looks like a weirdo.
How long do you think the helmet's going to last?
Till he gets released.
Okay, so we're at the main event now. Our main event. Charlotte versus Nia Jax. I've written in the notes a few words, but I feel like we're going to go into further detail. The match got more intense as it went on, and almost looked like it turned into a real fight for a few seconds when they started slapping each other. It added to brutality that made the whole thing more fun to watch, but it'll be interesting to find out if they really went off script.
This became a real spectacle. I mean, there was this fire in each of their eyes that I'm going to kill you tonight. And I like to think that Nia Jax is Vince's goon for hire. And that when your husband or boyfriend or whoever, fiance, leaves the company, or your dad does something that pisses off Vince, he's going to sick Nia Jax on him. And Charlotte was like, "Not today, Satan. You sick this bitch on me. I'm not lying. I'm not going to that table 10 weeks in a row. I will fuck your beast up." Alright? She coming at me with her missing 4 moves and dropping me on ways that I'm supposed to. She's not hurting me. I'm going to slap her in the face. And then she going to slap me back. Oh, I'm going to get on top of her and start punching her in the face. and roll out my ring. She had to think about it several times. It was. Nia Jax got tired, more tired than Samoa Joe in this. This was serious.
No one gets more tired than Samoa Joe.
Yeah, and then at the end of this, the way everybody was looking, I'm like, what the fuck just happened? We did this in front of people. In front of people. In the back, cool. But in front of people, we had a real standoff. There were some weird moves in this where they were jumping on each other's back or Irish whips wouldn't go. It was just like, they were pissed.
So, I think if Charlotte pissed off Nia Jax, she's pissed off the Samoan dynasty. So a Samoan summit is coming.
Yes.
I think you make a call to SmackDown. Roman gets involved. The Usos get involved. Maybe even you send out an olive branch to Samoa Joe, who isn't a part of this. Part of this Samoan tree.
No. He doesn't get the invite anymore. He doesn't get the invite. You got to definitely go with the new signing of the Usos' little brother, who now comes in. He got to earn his keep by taking out Charlotte Flair.
And Maurice is also in the house watching the show.
Nice. And in this picture, I look like I'm asleep, but
no, you look in the middle. You look in the middle of going, Chavo.
And then you look like, ooh, where? Chavo. Where?
No.
My
Look
favorite
at those
wrestler.
Eyes. Look at those eyes. Those eyes look like they're disgusted to even hear the mention of Chavo.
No, that's a Chavo fan. That's a Kerwin White fan right there.
Kerwin White is greater than Chavo Guerrero. I don't care what anyone says. I'll fight any of them.
I feel like that's the saddest moment of Eddie's death to me. Is that Chavo was Kerwin White and then had to go and give a speech with that blonde hair and the Kerwin White gimmick. And before he could turn back, it was like, oh, we gotta use the Guerrero name now. We can't do this. Everything about this fight, if you haven't seen it, you need to see this because this was Monday Night Raw. This is a 5-star match to me because they blurred the lines of, I don't know when the fight started or when the match started. Like, so it was just like, it was intense.
So like what Jen said, where she said she's more interested in what happened when they got to the back, I believe Vince McMahon was greeting them with his rubbing his thighs like a dirty old man, like,
That's what I said. That's what I want. I want it. I already got earlier. I got my meat on meat. Now I got my big blonde woman fighting my big Samoa Dynasty woman. There's some bloodline family in this. They're related to people. This is what I want. Hunter, are you taking notes? This is what I want. But no, I don't even know. Manny, what's your final stance on this? Real fight or did they fake it really well?
I feel like when you're friends with people, you can go a little bit too hard. Like you're punching me too hard, man.
It's the Mark Henry Big Show tag team when he slapped him on the chest for that tag, and Mark Henry was like, "What the hell was that? You hit me too hard." Did it hurt? Hell yeah, it hurt.
I think it's that. Like, yeah, we could run the argument that Nia Jax has probably been unsafe again, but like at some point, I think it's just like you're friends with each other, so you can go a little bit harder. But like at that point, I think they were just like, "Nah, bitch, you went too far this time."
We're supposed to be cool. We're not cool. Fuck it. So. Immediately after Raw went out the air, I told you I couldn't go back to sleep, so I decided to go check out what Bully Ray on Busted Open had to say about this, and his theory about all of this, and how he was like, from the word jump, this was a fight. They were pissed. He brought up the Rhea Ripley thing earlier, in which Nia like almost hurt Rhea, and that probably pissed Charlotte off or something back. He's like. And maybe there was something that went on back there. And then when the way Nia was doing moves to Charlotte, it looked like she almost hurt her. a few times, Charlotte just got really pissed and started swinging on her. That's why Charlotte kept getting out the ring. And he was like, that's why the no selling came in. He was like, the number one thing I knew this wasn't a work when Charlotte kicked out on a half count. It wasn't even one. She just kicked out, walked out the ring, and was pissed. He was like, you can't do that. That's total disrespect. And so he was like, you can see it in their eyes. They wanted to kill each other for whatever reason. What's going on? Whether it has anything to do with Ric Flair, whether it has to do with anything in the back, or Charlotte didn't want to do a job tonight to Nia. It was just they had pure hate in their heart. And the thing is, Nia wins at the end of the day with this. And I believe that makes her the number one contender. And we get it again. We're getting it again.
I'm like, did you see her face afterwards? She looked like she was about to cry. 2, she looked like she'd been through a war.
Yes, I've seen that look growing up into Ghetto, man. And you growing up in the ends. I feel like we've seen this look before after somebody got into a fight of, what are we doing? I didn't want to fight nobody today. Why are we in this situation? How did it get to this? How did we get to, hey, we're hanging out, having a good time, we're doing our job, to, I want to fight. Ryan's analogy of this was, it looked like, this was like if 2 Taco Bell employees got into a fight in the middle of trying to put together your taco, and then handed you the finished taco after that, looking like, what the fuck? Why did nobody stop this fight with sour cream all over their face? Like, what the fuck was going on back there? So, I need to know the backstory. I can't wait till the tell-all books that come out with this, the podcast interviews, or whatever. But I believe, and I'm going to say this right now, this was the end of Nia Jax, Manny. Even though she is the new number one contender, even though I have more interest in whatever happens next between them, that I need to see the match at Extreme Rules, that it now involve weapons. I need to see that. I believe after that match, Nia Jax will be released. Because she fucked with Charlotte Flair, and that's the one person I think Mr. Man would not allow you to fuck with.
Well, I don't believe that to be true. You know why? It's that rock connection, man.
Oh, I don't think it's that strong. I think
it's so strong.
I don't think it's that strong. I don't think it's that strong. Now that John Cena's the new biggest movie star in the world, Manny, I think he's okay with going like, John Cena's my guy. I'm sorry, Dwayne. I'm sorry. I can't keep her on, man. Look at this. Look at this. Did you see the footage? How many times do I gotta tell you? Has The Rock seen the footage? That's what I want to know. Has The Rock went, ooh.
Oh yeah, let me just call him up.
I can see it. I can see Nia Jax going, Dwayne!
Hey DJ!
You see what that bitch did to me? You see what that bitch tried to do to me? She tried to fucking kill me out there, and I tried to kill her. Like, that was seriously what was going on in that. And it was absolutely, and I would love to see The Rock going like, Nia, I can work it out with Vince maybe. I don't know where we're going next, but that's Charlotte Flair. I don't know if I'm going to pick you over her. I'm sorry.
So, we move on.
By the way, what's lost in all this? Alexa Bliss. Where's that feud? What happened with that? She came out last week, threatened Charlotte, and I guess that's done.
I mean, Marcus, it wasn't the start of a feud. She just wanted to say hi.
Nah. That was the start of something. Somebody was starting something that high, and maybe she done voodoo Nia Jax to the point at which they're fighting.
So, John said, I mean, outside of Nia, they could finally push Shayna and drop these comedy bits. They're not using Asuka. Naomi is over on SmackDown, and they're not, and they over teaming up Nikki and Rhea. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Nikki and Rhea. I don't want that to become a thing. That just seems dumb. I think they're waiting for the right opportunity to drop Naomi into the family, the bloodline. Amazing shirt, by the way.
Yeah, that's the best shirt that's out right now. I know people enjoy their CM Punk shirt, but that's just a knockoff of his other shirts. This shirt right here, the Bloodline, that's the shirt to get. Although I believe
The real
shirt
question
to get
is
the John Cena shirt when he's, Raccoon Mario.
The real question is, do you get that shirt in black or do you get that shirt in white?
I was thinking black. I actually wanted to go both. I like the head of the table shirt. I could go both ways with the white or the black one. I feel like they work either way. Although
I think I'm going white.
The
I'm
white,
gonna buy it.
the
I
white
think
one
I'm
looks
gonna
like
go white.
the white one looks like you're going to a family reunion though. This is us taking a family reunion picture, and they have a picture of us, or it looks like someone's dead or something like that. So that's why I might go black.
I think the white makes it pop a little bit more.
Interesting.
All
right, so
that
was the end of Monday Night Raw.
No, it weren't. Omos versus John Morrison. So bit of a throwaway match where Omos dominated Johnny Drip Drip.
Yeah, he dominated. It was over real quick, and I guess the Miz didn't show up. I don't know what the case is with him, but what tell you my most disappointing moment of this match was when it ended and the New Day music hit and it was just Woods.
Do you know what though? After his match with AJ, I'm gonna be less mean with him.
I don't want to see him
because I feel like I've been doing Woods dirty for a few months now.
It's been longer than that, but yes.
Yeah, it's probably longer than that. But he's a solid wrestler when given the chance on his own. How often does Wood get a chance on his own since Kofi died recently?
He doesn't. He doesn't get any chances on his own. And you know what? I agree that we are hard on him, but I also agree that he's nothing by himself. I can't see him ever do anything by himself.
No, but you say that.
He's not a guy. He's not a guy.
You say that. So previously, I would say the best match Woods had was the Hell in the Cell he had with Big E against the Usos. But recently, he's been having bangers of singles matches. Some of them, have been shitty finishes, but he has had a few that you could say, do you know what? That was a solid banger match.
Yeah, it was solid. I don't know. I just can't get behind him. I just can't. I look at him and I go he's a jobber. And, it's terrible that I look at him as only a jobber and I can't see him as anything else. It's just, that's who he is. He's in there.
No, because we have to put more respect on him. He has survived a sex tape, Marcus. He has survived a sex tape.
No, hold on. Every man survives a sex tape. It's the women who get pounded and crushed in the media for it. And they'll put it in with the pounding. but I mean, the women go through it worse. They get called whores. The guys get right on. Look at them. Him and Brad Maddox. Brad Maddox stock raised somehow. You're like, oh, he's smashing Paige with Woods. Woods can joke about it. Paige has to live with that for the rest of her life and is tormented and is brought up to her. Not to mention that Woods is always in that tape. With Brad Maddox. Never hear about it. Woods, family friendly. Paige, she's out of control. She needs to get her life together. Oh my God, she's such a whore. Oh, she gets all this shit. Woods, you the man, homie.
And then finally, the main event.
Bullshit.
RK Bro versus MVP and Bobby Lashley. I mean, WWE decided to break away from the rematch trend this week, and it was good. I think the only rematch you could really say was Rhea Ripley versus Shayna Baszler. The rest was all a bit shaken up a bit. And this was a really enjoyable tag match. The crowd were really into it. RK Bro get the win as Raw goes off the air with Randy giving Bobby an RKO.
Yeah. Nice show. Is Randy a new number one contender then?
He has to be.
Is that what we're doing? The tag team champions going after the title again?
Yeah. It looks like it.
Because the Viking Raiders aren't there yet, or AJ and Almost aren't really a tag team. I don't know. Raw needs to get a lot of their tag team together. With all that said, Raw's a fantastic show. I don't know who woke up and was like, we need to do something with Raw. Let's actually have a good show. Let's actually do a good show, guys.
I bet you it
bullshit.
doesn't. I bet you it doesn't get above 2 million though. Like it was a show that deserved eyes on it. No one probably watched it because no one was expecting anything from Raw this week.
Yeah. They advertised a bunch of shit. You didn't get any of that shit, and it came out better. Yeah, it was a fantastic show. It's gonna be the show. It's right now, as it stands right now. Raw's the show to beat. Normally, it starts off losing. It's like the Jets every year. Yeah, they're already 0-8. They're already 0-8. Manny, they're already 0-8. The season don't start until like next week, and the Jets are 0-8.
Unnecessary shot at the Jets. How dare you?
It is necessary because you need to everybody needs to be reminded how bad the Jets are. They're already 0-8 people. I hope you know this. We got the season hasn't started yet, but we know they're 0-8.
How dare you?
Manny, Chad Pennington is not walking through that door anytime soon. They carry
Yeah, we've got the kid.
Now you're begging.
Why have you got to bring me back to reality? How dare you? We're just talking about good Raw, and then you bring me back down to reality.
You talk about Raw and Ronaldo, and having old ladies talk about your dick. You need to be brought back to reality, Manny. You need to be brought back to reality. The harshness of reality.
Oh, you want reality?
In these streets, Nia Jax hurt people.
Manny, remember, he is a Clipper fan.
I will tolerate that. How is like, hey, like that. Good luck with your re-signing of Rondo. Bring that circus back together. You and your team of the 2010 Eastern Conference All-Stars. Bring that shit to light. All right? I don't need that shit. Carmelo and shit. And Rondo limping up the field or the court.
So that was the end of Raw. Really good show.
Who's next you gonna sign? Nick Van Exel?
Do you want to get to this story?
Yes, let's get to the story.
Okay. So this wedding starts off before the bridal party make it to the area we were standing, because it wasn't a church wedding. There was a pond in the middle. So you walk through the aisle, you have to go round this pond or fountain, and then get to the front.
I've heard of this pond. I heard we had to go across that one day. Oh, I just feel like saying that.
And so the lady that's going to marry these two was talking to us about what's going on. First, she tells me off for having my hands in my fucking pockets like I'm a 5-year-old.
Dang. Keep your hands out your pockets, damn it.
Which is followed by... I wasn't even paying attention to when she was saying... She was directing it to everyone, but she really meant me, and I wasn't paying attention till she firmly just said, "Can you get your hands out of your pockets?" I don't like standing like this with your hands like this because it makes your shoulders a bit more broad, and then you just look bigger.
I always feel like I'm Arsenio Hall waiting at the fucking intro when he's about to come out when I have my hands like that.
And then she was like, if he's got the groom, if he's got his blazers buttoned up, you have to have yours buttoned up. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Telling me off.
Who are coming up with these rules? Why are there so many rules? This is a celebration, damn it.
And then this is the start which led to the story, the main story. She went, we're going to do something a bit spontaneous before everyone else comes out. You're going to have to say who you are and then do a twirl. I was like, fuck off, do a twirl. Bear in mind
there's a twirl.
Like spin around to show off what you're wearing. First of all, I thought maybe if I was more awake, I would have done a Jackson 5 spin. And then I was like, wait, don't do that. Because one, you will trip over yourself and fall into this pond.
Yep.
So I reluctantly...
I'm going to say that she wants to do... That was the lamest thing you can do, spontaneously. I was going to say, do something random. But no, she gave me specific instructions. Do a twirl.
So I reluctantly do this. You can hear me go, oh, why? To which, later on in the night, where we've all been drinking, this lady with red hair, short red hair, comes up to me with like, Manny, I really enjoyed your twirl.
Oh.
To which the other groomsman was like, fuck you. Mine was better. It was only because, and then this didn't happen. But then he was only because Manny pulled out his cock at the end of it as he did a twirl.
Wow.
Which then this discussion about my knob the whole way through for about 10 minutes. I was like, why are we talking about this? Bear in mind, he was also bald, and he was like, yeah, me and Manny both fashioned our haircuts, both like Manny's cock. I was like, why are we talking this again?
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Manny, why did you pull your cock out when you did your twirl? That's the question.
Because Marcus, sometimes you got to rock out with your cock out.
No, you don't. No, you don't. That has never happened. That has never worked out for anybody. No one's ever rocked out with their cock out. I'm going to say that for a fact. Unless they're talking about chickens that are coming home to roost. No.
When you say that for a fact, it clearly means you've done it too.
I'm not here to talk about my transgressions in the streets, all right? My twirls and cocks and being out. What the fuck is this?
Eric does state that he thinks the Jets actually have banners on like the Clippers who have participation trophies.
Yeah, but those banners are tainted. Joe Namath got it.
What's wrong with Joe Namath? How dare you?
Fuck Joe Namath. Man, he did one thing. And he's known for saying, oh, I guarantee we're going to win the Super Bowl. That's all he's ever did. And for that, he's been drunk his whole life.
Yeah, I would too. So on that note, and on that note, that was the end of the show. Make sure you check out us on Thursday. We'll be back on Saturday as well. Just me and Marcus. Eric taking a little break. Make sure you check out storefrontier.com/DSPN. And if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe, all that bullshit.
And if you were ready, if we really planned this show out, we could have gotten to a fake fight. And people would think, are they really fighting? Are they shooting? Nah,
well, we can now.
Come on, bitch! Come on, bitch!
Oh. Well, do you know how I really wanted? Do you know how I wanted to open the show?
What? I just want to do my Nia face of what just happened.
I really wanted to open the show doing our version of the Donda and claim that Kanye ripped us off. How stupid is that intro, by the way?
Donda, 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 Donda. I wanted to go thunder, thunder, thunder. I don't know. Kanye being Kanye. Let that man live. That's all I'm saying. There's 500 tracks on this album.
I ain't even got through it all.
It's a long journey.
I'm just saying, I liked the first couple of tracks, and then I was like, I'm very tired. I'm probably going to stop listening to this.
Well, you didn't understand the name of Jesus and Lord. That he's, I forgot Kanye was a Jesus man now.
Jesus man.
I forgot. Shit, he's a man of Jesus now. Forgot about that.
But yeah, continue being like Jen and Maurice by sending in pictures of you watching the show, and email the show at thesharpshooters@gmail.com. I am really out of sorts today.
Yeah. Wow. You didn't have that together at all. Sharpshooters@gmail.com. That's DA sharpshooters@gmail.com. Oh, it's up there. You don't even have to worry about it. We haven't listed it. It's the last day of August. We enter the realm of September when we're in this, Manny, where wrestling gets real. The return of Bryan Danielson is imminent. NXT is going to have their new logo. And sorry being shit on. They may as well came out with a giant man just poop all over the NXT logo. Because that's what they did. I don't hate it. I don't even hate it as much as it. I don't care. Adam Cole is also a free agent. He could appear on either Dynamite, Rampage, or All Out this weekend. Yeah, don't forget that Braun Strowman is also happy he's free. Ruby Riott is free. The Iconics plan on wrestling again. So AEW has a million signings to do and unlimited pockets. Unlimited. And with that note, WWE is still going to draw 2 million people. They're going to be like, look, at the same number they're on there. CM Punk wasn't even a draw. That's so disappointing.
I actually want to point this out. You know how certain wrestlers on WWE don't get used and people are like, oh, why aren't you using this guy? But why aren't you using this person? Why aren't you using this person? I'm going to start saying this about AEW. It needs to be said. Your roster's too big. Why aren't you using Scorpio Sky?
He's used on AEW Dark.
I'm sorry, Dark does not count. Neither does WWE Main Event or 205 and Live, which...
Dang. NXT UK don't count, Manny. It doesn't.
It doesn't. You know why?
It's not even canon. Piper Never's name do drop.
That's the end of the show, people. Feelings are hurt.
But yeah, it don't. And AEW signed like 8,000 people. And back to the Punk ratings, I was like, this should have been like their biggest show ever with CM Punk on Wednesday. And yet they get basically the same rating of like a 1.1. It's a waste of time. AEW fans and wrestling fans ain't loyal. They should have been Showdown Drone. You've been chanting this man's name for years and decades, and this is all you give him? Fuck wrestling fans. Nothing personal.
That is why Cristiano Ronaldo's return will be bigger than CM Punk's return. 70,000 people in Old Trafford singing Viva Ronaldo. Yeah, that beats that crying man. The people singing, look in your eyes, what can you see? Blow it away. Do you know how many people were in that attendance? 15,000. I'm talking about 72 to 75,000 people that have been waiting for Ronaldo to come home.
Well, Maurice went to Kanye's Donda release, and that had like 800,000 people in that arena. Nobody's even performing. It's just cars driving circles, and there's a lot of stuff going on.
Apparently they tore up. Apparently they fucked up Soldier Field.
Yeah, it's not like the Bears need it anyway.
How are you going to do Maurice dirty like that?
I say up everybody's team that isn't mine. It's fine. You can talk about my team, the Packers, where we have MVP Aaron Rodgers, coming back.
Yeah, for how long?
He loves Green Bay. He would never leave. He's loyal. He wouldn't leave the host Jeopardy. He wouldn't leave the host Jeopardy.
Yes, he would.
Not like that.
He tried to manifest a move last season.
He's not like that. He would never.
Yeah, how's your feelings now?
I don't know. Blow us up like Nia Jax in a Charlotte match.
No, I'm blowing us up like Samoa Joe was in that takeover.
I thought Nia was worse. Nia was so blown up her eyes were crossed.
No. At least her attire stayed intact. Samoa Joe was so tired he had to pull up his shorts and he couldn't do that properly.
Well, her attire couldn't stop being intact. She's wearing a fucking wetsuit of some kind. I don't even know what her outfit is. It's just skin tight.
Maurice said Rogers don't even love Green Bay. Stop playing.
He loves Wisconsin, Green Bay, and everybody around.
Voided those extra years on his contract. Yeah, how do you feel now, Marcus?
Why did we get this far in the show? You should have blew us up already, man.